Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to this new edition of Open Source Kigali live session. I'm Didas Mbarushimana. I'm really happy to have you today for this live session. I'm a software engineer and open source advocate. Actually, I'm leading and organizing Open Source Kigali, a community that connects and inspires developers, students, and innovators across Rwanda and Africa to collaborate, contribute, learn, and grow through open source. So today we are diving into a very important topic, building inclusive open source communities. So because open source is not just about writing code, it's about creating opportunities, welcoming diverse voices, and building together. So, and for this special session, we have an amazing guest with us, Sarah Abderemane. Sarah is a software engineer at Kraken Tech. She's vice president of Django Software Foundation and also the co-founder of Django Node Space. Yeah, I know everyone here know Django. So Django Node Space is a mentorship program that help people around the world to start contributing to Django. So Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. We are truly honored to have you, and welcome to this session. So we are just excited to listen to your talk. Sarah, the stage is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. So I will start my talk. Is my slide up on the live? Yay, amazing. So to begin, I will start with a number which is 300. So 300 is the approximate number of workers that employed to build and assemble the Eiffel Tower. So many people know this amazing building, and it takes a lot of effort and people to achieve a result like this. And open source communities is same as building a monument. So it's important to care about including everyone and all the people who are building the community and the product you are trying to build with this community. So how to build an inclusive open source community? I can give you an example of one I built with some friends, but let me introduce myself first. So I'm Sarah Abderemane. I'm a software engineer based in Paris, in France. I have 8 years of experience in programming. I started as a front-end developer, and then I became a software engineer working at Kraken. I'm also the vice president of the Django Software Foundation, which is the nonprofit organization behind the framework Django. And I'm also the co-founder of the mentorship program Django Node Space. Django Node Space is a really good example of inclusive open source community. And this program started because of one issue that emerged in Django community, but not only this community, is the lack of regular contributors and diversity. And mentorship was a good way to be able to solve this issue, and it was mentioned during this panel. And the founder of Django Node Space, Don Wages and Rachel Calhoun, was decided to create one after this panel, and I joined the team after some time. It can be really hard to have contributors, especially with a major project like Django. Beginning open source software especially can be intimidating with such a big project. So To be able to have more contributor and improve the product and increase the community, having a mentorship program was a good solution. But one question you may have is how we organize this program. So we needed to define the major elements we want through this program, and we defined 3 of them: accountability, connection, and sponsorship. Accountability is achieved through our weekly catch-up, which encourages the Djangonauts, so the participant, to continue to invest in their progress. Connection is where we are dealing with real people with flaws and don't know everything, and connect them with people who have the knowledge is a good way to do that. And be with other folks that have the same goal. And finally, sponsorship. Sponsorship through promoting achievement of the Djangonauts and connecting them with the leaders of Django and Python. So to be able to do that, we have to define our expectation, the organization of the program, and finally the timeline. Expectation for us was to have real contributor to the community, grow the community, have enough diversity, and create a safe place. So this way you can learn and be able to share any question you have and build together something which is helpful for anyone. And of course, contribute to the project you want to contribute. So this way, we decided to organize a program with a pilot first. So it was composed with 1 mentor, we call the navigator because we love spacemen, 1 supporter, which is the captain, and 3 participants, which are the Djangonauts. And for the timeline, it was in function of what we think, what will be a good period of time for the program, but what we really think will be, we will improve that.
Hey, Didas. Didas, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
I can see she's back.
Yeah, I don't know, like my browser just closed. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, technical issue. So what I was saying is for the timeline, it was in function of what we thought would be like a good period of time. And at that time, we decided that it would be like 10 weeks and 1 week for preparation. So few sessions have been done, and we are now able to see the global outcome of the program. So in addition to that, the current Django community evolves with this new community, and people are more involved in the Django community itself, and the diversity have been increased. So let me show you some example. So this woman is one of the Djangonaut, Kenya, from the first session. And here you can see her speaking as the chair of the conference DjangoCon US in San Diego last year. So just a quick disclaimer, I'm saying that Django Space helped this win. I'm not saying that Django Space helped this win, but I'm not saying it didn't either. So just so you know, but at least it's things that happen after the program. So I believe it maybe in a way helped. And in the community, you will always notice something at some point is people pushing others to be able to do great things. And I have a story for that. In this picture, you will see Rafaela from also session 1, and she is Italian. She didn't feel really confident because she's not a native speaker. So when you are not a native speaker, you not always feel confident when you speak another language. And help people to do great things who are not completely confident in what we have done during the Django Space program. So with you folk, including me, we told her it would be amazing if she do a talk, and she will hopefully do it. But she really took the challenge. And this is when she gave a talk in the PyCon Italia. She's now a session organizer for Django Space. So she also switched from being a participant to being in the organization of the community. And one thing you should keep also in mind is no matter your level, if you are understandable and you understand others, you can do everything you want. So a lot of PRs and ideas that have improved the project. We had in total 4 sessions, and I have combined all the stats, which give 126 PRs open for 7 projects. So it means Django, but also Django packages, and some section of Django, for example, Django accessibility, or like some other small packages related to Django, like Unicorn. We had 160 weekly team meetings and so many initiatives that comes from this community. And let me share with you some of them. So this is the Space Reviewers. So it's a streaming of the review of a PR. So this way you can also learn if you are not really part of the program. So one thing when you are in a community is also to share what you are doing. Another thing is the updates to Django. There is a newsletter which is called Django News, and there is a section related to the update in Django Core. And this section is always done by someone from Django Space. And this was something which was initiated in the program. So ideas that come from Django are becoming something and can be even more appreciated by all the community. And all these stories show that building inclusive open source communities has a great impact. This can take time and effort, but it has a lot of benefit. First, you gather people together, either in local community or when they are from all over the world, it can be online. For example, in this picture, this is me doing my first meetup. I relaunched the Django Paris meetup after the COVID, and I didn't know how to do, but I tried. And this first meetup, I managed to gather 30 people in the same place. And then you exchange ideas and learn together. So this is the use of the PR template in Django. And the story behind this is the fact that one Djangonaut in the program was surprised to not find any PR template in Django. And they asked if it was something on purpose or if not. And because there is always folk will struggle, especially in open source, to be able to write the description as expected. And some maintainers will always edit the content you have written to make it more sense, or format because the project has some formatting as they would like to be. It was not defined just because no one thought about that before. So they have done a PR to include the PR template, and it was merged after a few times. And this ticket is an issue who use this PR. So right now it's also used by many people. So exchange ID and learn together. And we also meet new folks. The fact of being part of a community is people. You will always meet new people. And this picture is from a meetup, like the first one in India, in Bangalore. My friend Bhavnesh, who was a participant of Django Space, started meetups in India from nothing. It's not always easy, and it can be not something you are used to do. You can struggle to create at least the first event, but the value in it is so much. This is a picture of the first event in Bangalore, and 70 people subscribed to be part of it. And this picture is from the last event to celebrate the 20th year of Django in India. This is quite impressive. So meetup like this one is a good opportunity to learn with others, meet other new people, and exchange on activities or just tips in tech. So finally, networking is a great benefit of building communities, especially inclusive communities. You will see connection happening despite the potential challenges like time zones. I started to contribute to Django, and I stayed for the community. I meet so many great folks. I learned around accessibility. And through my contribution and personal search, I've been invited to join the Django accessibility team. So I got this opportunity thanks to my contribution and being part of the community. So after saying all of this, you may have questions or things you may think. For example, this is great, Tara, but I don't know how to start. And the thing is, you just need to start small. No need to have the perfect thing at the beginning. It can be just gathering people in the same place and just talk about a tech topic or the new things that happen in Python, for example. And if you don't know where you should do that, you host this event, you could start by asking your employer if you have any. Or if not, you can ask a company to host the event in exchange of publicity for them in the introduction of your event. Django Paris Meetup, I managed to have a place to host the event thanks to folks I meet in another conference. And when I did the first event, I had no idea how many people would come. So I just started to buy some drinks and some chips, and hopefully it will fit for anyone who comes. So I paid everything on my own, and I asked a friend to come to speak, who come from the UK just to be able to visit a bit of France. So you have to try and see how it goes. You will never know. Another thing you may think is, oh, it seems a lot of work for one person. And I agree, it can be a lot. Finding speakers, finding a place to host the event, how to pay for things that are required, and so on. Nevertheless, if you take the initiative, some people will be happy to help you, or even propose themselves to help by discovering the work. And you can even put a call for volunteer in bigger communities or ask influential people to share the event or get recommendation. There will be always someone who would be willing to help you. And when you are a non-native speaker like me, one thing you can be really scary is the fact of struggling in English. Because you all know that English is the most common language. So what if my English is not clear? Or if I'm struggling to explain my thoughts? You are definitely not alone. I did struggle and I'm still struggling with English. So you can also do things in your own language if you really don't feel confident. It's also a good way to attract people who don't feel fully confident in English and still learn things related to tech. Or you can even do mixed event. For example, Python Cameroon is both in English and French, same as Django Paris Meetup. So you can have speakers who speak in the local language or speakers that speak in English, or speakers who do both so they can answer questions either in the local language or in English. And one thing you have to consider is if you are able to be understandable in the language and understood others, it should be everything fine for you, no matter the level you have. Just trying to be respectful. And one thought you may have come into your mind is the fact that it's hard to have a diverse community. And I have a question back for you. Do you feel you belong to a community when you don't see anyone like you in it? Usually it's not the case, and that's why it's really important to have representation. In my studies, I was the only woman in my class. I didn't mind because I don't mind to be the only one, and the guys were really nice and helpful. But it's not the case for everyone. Not everyone feels comfortable when you are the only one, feel different compared to the majority. If the majority is diverse, the question is not raised anymore. All of this to say, this is not easy, but when you manage to have a group of people that truly represent the community, this is really awesome. I have seen that with Django in the Space, and I'm really proud of what we have achieved with the co-founders. We have put a lot of thought and effort into it, and this takes time, and this is the same as open source. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. Build at your own pace and improve each time. No need to be fast. Okay, I'm sorry. My browser just went off.
Yeah, let us wait her.
Oh my God.
Okay, ça va?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I should share my slide again.
So what's happening there?
I don't know. Each time, like at some point, just like the browser close and
Okay.
I have to open everything back.
All right. So take your time. Take your time. But the good fact is you have a good network, so that is the
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, I will try to share my slide again. If it's a
Okay.
fail, I will not share my slides and finish my talk.
But people was in your slide. So
Yeah. Okay, let me try again.
so guys, if you have questions, you can ask. Yes. So if you have questions, yeah, you can still ask in the comment section, and we will put it on the top. I can see some questions around. I can see Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Dex. I can see Dex. Shooty Breeze. Okay. I can see Olivier. Kibongo Simon. I can see also Goku from Uganda. Yeah, so you can mention which country you are following us. You can just mention in the comment section which country you're following us, from which country exactly. Okay, Sarah.
Yes. I think each time I share my slide, this is a mess.
So what is your screen? So you are not sharing it again?
Not yet. Like I
Okay.
try and my brother just closed.
Yeah, take your time.
I just try on another one.
Yeah, in the meantime, you can ask your questions in the comment section, guys. Yeah, South Africa, Shine from South Africa, Godwill from Rwanda, Bruce from Rwanda. Yes. All right. I can see also shoot Dex. You guys, you are a lot. That's nice. So, guys, you can tell us from which country you are following us. So, in any case, you can follow also Open Source Kigali on LinkedIn. So you can follow us on Discord. You can join us on Discord. Yeah, we have also a WhatsApp group.
Sounds like it worked. Woo!
So Sheila, you are asking. Oh, right. So okay, Sarah, the mic is yours, please.
Yeah, I will finish. I don't have so much slide left. So what I was saying is, yeah, I've seen that with Django Space, and I'm really proud of what we have built with the co-founders. We have put a lot of effort and time into that, and same as open source, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. So take your time, build at your own pace, try your best, even if it's not perfect. This is completely okay. And diversity is hard to achieve, but if you have few people coming, there will be people who feel like, oh, there are actually people who look like me. I can try to check and see if it's really nice. So this way, you will have more people involved. And don't hesitate also to ask on your friends, people around you, because sometimes some people are just afraid to try and just need someone to say this. It will be great. You should try, and no matter if it's a fail, it will be like one. And and usually, when you're speaking, or even just to build something, even if it's your fail, you will learn something. It's not a complete failure. It's just a learning. So inclusive open source opportunity. Oh my God. Inclusive open source community is all about people. So what makes project grow is open source in community. The more diverse it is, the better it will be. Start small. You don't need to create a huge thing. Meeting in a coffee shop or in a bar or in a place where your employer is happy to leave you the place. If for a few hours you can exchange tip or the last update of a language, or just celebrate some wins, or just celebrate the new anniversary of the framework you are using. Create things and try even if it's scary. Don't be afraid to fail. This is the best way to learn. Improve and get more people on board. And now I'm waiting to see the next inclusive and process community that will come in Rwanda and Kigali. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah Abderemane from France. Thank you so much for this powerful talk. So we have some questions. But let me try to start my question first of all. Okay, Sarah, so you talked a lot about Django Node Space.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, like, what motivated you to start Django Space exactly? So what motivated you to start Django Space?
I think it's mostly because I've been in the same place. I contributed alone, so I studied on my own, and you always don't feel comfortable. And I had also imposter syndrome. So when we talked about the mentorship, you're like, oh, I would love to be part of it. And so if you build something that you would have been able to be part of, it means that many other people might feel the same. So it is also mostly because why I wanted to build this thing. That is, if it's not for me, it will help others who feel the same way as me I felt before.
All right. But we have a lot of questions also here. Let's take. Okay, this is not a question. You can say it, Sarah. I think.
Yeah.
I wanna write Python.
I mean, depends. Like the language which are auto boring and which is not Python. For me, Python is not boring, but like I think taste and colors is depends on everyone. People will like it, people will don't, and I guess it's fine. But for me, like I have so many advantages for Python, so I don't think this is the best way to approach the language when you try to build something. Like even if, for example, let's say it's boring, you can use it for many things. You can do scripting, you can do web development, you can do AI, and all of this with Python. So I believe even if it's boring, you can do whatever you want.
Yes. So also there is. Okay. Let me show this. How is Django, anyways? How is Django? So
Django is good. I mean, it's 20 years and it's still alive. So I guess this is something to consider. And yeah, you write TypeScript. I understand, but you can still use Django for the backend, and you can still use the framework frontend you would like. So Django, you are able to do some REST with it. So this is still a way to be able to use Django, and you can build something really quickly.
So some people are talking about the sounds.
There is an issue with my sound.
Yeah, a small issue, not.
If I remove like my headphone, is it better or not?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Like
Okay.
that. So there is a question. Let me take others here.
So what is open source?
What is open source? Yeah.
So open source is when you have a product which is available to everyone, and you can contribute and improve the project. This is free, usually, but the code is available to anyone to use it. So, for example, you can use Django, which is open source, and you can contribute to it, and this is completely free. And usually it's a piece of software which is used.
Yeah, I'm just trying to select some questions. Okay, this is I got the link to the live from Kenya channel. Okay, I'm most active. So Canada. We have it is called. Yeah, maybe this is the conversation. Speak. Here is actually depend of accent speak, but most they say what this is not with yeah, of course. Yeah, there is many questions, but I'm trying to look some specific questions. Then you are my favorite language is JavaScript. My favorite language is JavaScript. Wait, you guys. Yeah, he's asking, is Python better than Rust?
That's a good question. I don't know Rust to be able to have an opinion. I don't know Rust enough to be able to have an opinion, but I guess I know that both are complementary. Since, for example, AI is mostly done with Python, and Rust you can improve some actual packages and some libraries by rewriting them in Rust, which will take less time. But I don't know if there is one which is better than the other. I guess it's more like the use of what you would like to do.
Okay, all right. So let's take the last question. I think, yeah, let's take this question.
What would you advise your younger self as you were venturing into software engineering? I'm a first-year student in Kenya pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. I think it's that's a good question. I would say to be kind with yourself, because usually when you start, especially in software engineering, you would like to learn everything, and you have a hard time to learn everything, or you take so much time to, for example, solve an issue. And when you ask someone for help, it will say it in 2 seconds, and you are disappointed. So the thing is trying to be able to learn things at your own pace, and don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't wait too much time. And I know this is actually hard, but there is a rule in, for example, my company, which is a 30 minutes rule. So you will try what you would like to try, like, I don't know, like fix an issue during 30 minutes. And if you didn't manage to finish, you will ask someone. So you don't spend too much time in like a specific problem. And I think this is something I wish I had as a piece of advice before. How do you choose? Oh, wait. Is it me or I can't hear you, Didas?
Okay, I say let just take two last question. Let us take this one.
Tips to
He's
join.
asking, yeah.
We have a website, which is django-notes.space, and you have all the session here. Right now, there is a session ongoing, but there will be a new session, I think, next year, beginning of next year. So we also have a newsletter, so you can subscribe. But best is like follow Django.space website. All the information is here, and you will also get more things that I didn't talk about during this talk. But yet the best tips is trying to start to contribute on your own, and so this way you know what are the projects you would like to contribute, because usually we don't have only Django core to contribute. And yes, start on your own. Make sure you have like the basics, like you know how it's working for Git, because you will have to create PRs, exchange with folks. Like make sure you know the basic knowledge, like Git, Python, and Django. Even if you are not you don't know everything, but at least you know how it's working. And then you just have to apply. So how do you choose the programming language nowadays? By looking at this AI overtaking some jobs of some software developers or engineers? Good question. Since I'm involved in Django and Python, I would say obviously Python. But if I'm trying to be mindful, I would say that since AI is a lot of built with language like Python, like most of the AI is you have to write stuff in Python. And if you want to analyze the data, it's also in Python. I would suggest to learn Python this way. So at least you are able to work with AI and work on AI. But it doesn't mean that you only have to learn this language. Make sure to know how it's working in other languages. The more you know how to do things, even if you don't know the language, you will be comfortable to switch from a language to another. And this way, you are not stuck into something, because most of the programmers have studied with one language and also learn another one at some point. And also, this is a good way to see the good things and the bad things in each languages. So I would suggest, like, you can start with Python, but don't hesitate to check what's on the other world of programming languages.
All right. That said, yes, this has been a wonderful session. Sarah, thank you so much again for joining us and for sharing your talk. As I said again, my name is Didas Mbarushimana. I'm a software engineer and open source advocate. I'm leading and organizing React.js Rwanda, Open Source Kigali, and Django Rwanda. So to everyone who joined us today, thank you so much for being part of Open Source Kigali. Don't forget to subscribe on this YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow Sarah Abderemane on LinkedIn. Don't forget to follow Django Note Space. Yes, thank you so much again, and have a good Sunday.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Sarah. Welcome.